Hello, sleepyheads. Welcome to Sleep with Will. Thank you for inviting me to usher you into a dreamy slumber. Hi, everyone. It's been a little while. Thanks for letting me taking a summer hiatus, and now I am back. We'll be releasing a guided meditation every week till the end of the year, and also when I can and will have time to do the other type of readings to help you fall asleep. I've used the summer to reflect and also taking time to take care of myself, to find the right way to bring most useful and hopefully fun content to you. So as we try something new, we will start this season with counting our gratitude. Before we get started, just get comfortable wherever you are. Gently let your weight sink in. Just let your breath come in and out. Come to a consistent pace that can help you let the shoulder melt into the bed. Let your hips feel the weight. Let your feet relax as it's been carrying the whole body for you today. Count your blessings. Stay positive, good vibes only. Pop culture puts a lot of emphasis on gratitude, but it can be really hard to be grateful when we are full to the brim with anger, frustration, hopelessness, or grief. Instead of trying to force gratitude, which often doesn't work, we're going to focus on letting the experience of not being grateful or being pissed off, sad, lost, or despair before finding the space to be grateful. So, how do we do this? What does it mean to make space for a feeling? Psychologist and physicist Dr. Peter Levine studied how animal releases trauma. After they've been under threat, animals recover by letting their bodies to shake because emotions live in our bodies. As much as they might feel like ephemeral things we cannot grasp or understand, our emotions are actually physical and chemical manifestations of our thoughts, which our bodies are trying to process. If you want to experience gratitude but are feeling blocked, ask yourself, what's eclipsing my gratitude? What is stopping me from feeling more grateful? Try to keep the answers to feelings. I am feeling frustrated rather than stories. I'm mad at my sister and she won't return any of my texts and she's being passive aggressive. And it might help to write your answers down or saying them out loud. I'm feeling lonely. I'm anxious and afraid. I'm just hopeless. Once you feel you've listed out the range of difficult emotions you're feeling, choose one and explore your body to see where you are experiencing it. Emotions often dwell in our chest, our throat area, our stomach. We may feel a tightening or fluttering. It might feel like there's a brick or a rock sitting in one of those areas. The idea is not to blast through these feelings, but simply to notice and experience it the way we would as a work of art at a gallery. Resistance can come up at this point. I don't want to feel this. It's uncomfortable. If that's happening to you, validate the resistance as an emotion too and start there. As Buddhist nun and writer Pema Chodron wisely says, start where you are. Where does that resistance live in your body? Where do you feel not wanting to feel? Observe your emotion and its accompanying sensations as you would looking at a piece of art at a museum with curiosity, not trying to change it. Does the emotion feel like it has a texture or color? If the temptation to jump into the story comes up, I just need to tell my sister she's wrong. That's okay. Notice it and gently put it aside, returning to the experience, the energy of what's going on. She also has a great advice on experiencing our emotions. Stay. She advises us to ask ourselves to stay the way we would with a puppy. Except now, we're asking ourselves to stay with the emotion, even just for a few moments. But we're doing it kindly. We're not shouting stay at the puppy, who will probably react by cowering and doing the opposite of our request. We're being gentle. Stay, stay. We might take a few deep breaths, breathing into the area of our body where we're having this experience. As you go through this exercise, you might notice the emotion moving or changing consistency or vanishing. This is the beauty of meditation. We see that everything we experience is impermanent, and our bodies are actually designed to process emotions. Once you've stayed with your more difficult emotions for as long as you feel called to, you might notice that a tiny space opens up for some gratitude to come in, which might simply be, I'm grateful to have the time to sit quietly. And that's it. Or you might notice the beauty of the light where you're sitting. You might experience gratitude for your health or the fact that you are safe right now. Gradually, you might notice there is room for a bit of lightness and sometimes a bit more. You might find that the longer you stay gently with your emotions, the more space there is for gratitude to seep in. It might not happen the first time when you do this meditation or the fifth. Sometimes we are overflowing with other emotions that need to be seen, heard, and accepted before we can go anywhere near gratitude. But if you practice even just a little bit on a regular basis, you might notice that you get more and more of a sense of spaciousness for the difficult emotions and for gratitude. The difficult negative emotions might still be present. It is not an easy thing to be alive today and not feel anxiety, grief, and anger. But you might notice a widening of your circle, which could also include gratitude. And the more we practice this, the genuine experiencing of gratitude, rather than forcing it on ourselves, the more easily it comes the next time and the next. Have a good rest, sleepyhead. Be well.